Hey guys, Tommy with Studio Sense here. Welcome to another video about fragrance. Now, date night fragrances are among the most popular of all men's fragrance because it's a subcategory or genre really where you feel like a fragrance can actually make a difference in your results, or it can bump up your attraction factor. So on today's video, I'm going to talk about a fragrance that has been very well received, is very popular, and tell you how you can have a chance to win that fragrance along with some other cool stuff. So stay tuned because that's coming up next. Hello everyone, welcome back. Yes, we're talking about date night fragrances, and among the best date night fragrances, at least from a designer point of view, that can help bump up your attraction factor, help create that intimate setting, is Dolce & Gabbana's The One. And today I'm going to talk about the One EDT. You'll get a lot of reviewers and people in forums that say that the eau de toilette is a skin scent and isn't worth picking up and just go straight for the eau de parfum. The eau de parfum is identical to this, but I'm here to tell you this fragrance was out some 7 years before the eau de parfum even came along. So are you telling me that there are 7 years worth of purchases of this fragrance where people are unhappy with it? No, not at all. What do you think brought the interest in the eau de parfum? Is the eau de toilette. So I would say, in all honesty, as a lot of cool weather fragrance and date night fragrances are, because they are so rich and finely layered and complicated, they are very easy to go nose blind to. And because it smells so good, you want to spray more on yourself. And what happens when you spray more? You go nose blind faster, right? And you're like, I don't smell this. I don't understand. Why am I not getting the performance that I want to get out of it? And think about it. It's not really fair to the fragrance to say that it performs badly when you're the one wearing it. When you go get your hearing tested, do you just go walk into a booth and set your own results? You put the headphones on, you hit a button, say, I can hear that. Okay, that's good. Good results. Hit another button. I didn't hear anything, so there must have not been any noise. Good results. No, someone else is doing the testing because you need that. If you think this performs poorly, go ahead and ask someone close to you after you've had it on for a while, do you smell this? How well do you smell it? And you'll get a better idea of how it actually performs. But again, it's not a big deal. You can take my word for it. It is average for a modern man's fragrance in terms of performance. But the smell, the fragrance, which is the most important aspect of any fragrance, is wonderful. So the EDT was released in 2008 and the eau de parfum was released in 2015. The 7 years of paving the way for another version, which is exactly identical. So the problem wasn't necessarily with the smell, because the smell is exactly the same. People just wanted something that performed better, a little bit longer. But again, in a lot of people's books, they want to stick to this. Although they are identical, there's some subtlety about the eau de toilette that is just clearly unique because it was the first to smell this way. This is a perfect blend of basil, grapefruit, coriander, ginger, cardamom, orange blossom, amber, tobacco, and cedar. Such a heady mix of refined tobacco and boisé or woody notes. The sweetness from the cardamom, the orange blossom, and the amber, with the lifting sensibilities of ginger. This opens up with a beautifully harmonic resonance of citrus and spice. The basil and coriander give off a herbaceous conscientiousness, and this resonates with the veracity of a tuning fork struck with mild angst. And it abates in about the same amount of time. Then comes in a somewhat boozy, lightly syrupy, slightly balsamic, but very delicious pairing of amber and cardamom. And finally, you're left with a memory of that one summer where you worked your ass off hanging tobacco in some old man's barn, and you were paid a wage well below your worth. However, you stuck around because of his beautiful daughter, who seemed to appear out of nowhere at just the moment where you became thirsty with iced tea and lemonade on a tray. And so you stuck around to see more of her, and it was very well worth it. While that tobacco literally and figuratively enjoyed hanging in that barn, drying, ever damp. Still sweet, still hinting at a captured essence of youth, both Homo sapien and Nicotiana tabacum. Hanging in near perfect balance of light honeyed sweet and lightly smoked woody. So I'm going to celebrate reaching 2,000 subs with the giveaway of Dolce & Gabbana's The One Eau de Toilette, along with some other cool stuff. What other cool stuff? Well, things that I put together that I thought would make a cool quarantine kit. So you've got your fragrance, your Dolce & Gabbana The One EDT. You've got 2 decks of bicycle playing cards. Bone up on those card tricks for dates. You've also got a 5-hour energy. No, that's not for a date. You've got enough nervous energy to burn off for that. That's actually for when you want to sit up all night on a reading marathon and read Finders Keepers. Now the book is for that eventual rejection, so that you can get back some of that emasculated manhood and know that it's still possible to get back out there in the game and to get that eventual yes. You also get some cool samples for other date night options. Azzaro Wanted by Night, Mont Blanc Explorer, just to name a couple. So that's my quarantine kit / date kit. And to enter your chance to win, all you have to do is put your comment below, answer a very simple question, and that is, how old were you when you got your first official date? Right? If you don't remember how old you were, just the kind of the era or what was happening at the time. Like, I bought my first Honda when I went out on a date. Sarah said she'd go to the movies with me, or I was in 10th grade when she finally said yes, or something like that. Just what was happening at the time, how old you were specifically, if you remember how old you were. Just put that answer in the comment below, and I will use Random Comment Picker to select the winner. As soon as, on the very day that I reached my 2,000th sub, I will pick a winner and I will ship it off to you, so you'll get your quarantine kit as quickly as possible. So hopefully that'll happen in the very near future, getting closer and closer as the days draw near. So make sure to comment and answer that question. Again, for those of you that might be joining the video late, or for redundancy, to enter for a chance to win Dolce & Gabbana The One, all you have to do is answer a very simple question. How old were you when you went on your first official date? Or what was happening at the time? What was going on? What era was it? Just make sure to answer that question in the comments below to enter for your chance to win. Well, that's it for my video review and giveaway. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out. I always appreciate your time. As always, thank you so much for your support. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you next time.